the woman suddenly discovered that the number 5 carriage with a toilet at the back had disappeared. She immediately noticed something strange and told the attendant about this strange thing. When the attendant arrived at the scene and saw with his own eyes that the number 5 carriage was indeed missing, he was also very confused. But in order to avoid causing panic among the passengers, he pretended to be calm and told everyone that there was no number 5 carriage on the train. The attendant's statement instead aroused more doubts. Just as he was about to leave, a man stopped him and asked why he lied, because several of his colleagues were clearly sitting in the number 5 carriage. Seeing that the matter could not be concealed, the attendant had to change his words and said that there might be a technical failure in the number 5 carriage. He comforted the man not to be nervous and said that he would go to check the problem immediately. He then began to check the entire train. When he opened the train's distribution box, he was surprised to find that it was full of weeds and covered with an unknown sticky liquid. Before he could figure out what was going on, he turned around and saw the figure of the passenger in the number 5 carriage on the glass. But when he looked again, the picture had disappeared. This scene scared him out of his wits. Just when he wondered if he was hallucinating, the conductor suddenly appeared behind him. He quickly told the conductor about the mysterious disappearance of the number 5 carriage. The conductor was also surprised because the separation operation of each carriage must be performed by him, and he did not do any operation. In order to find out the truth, he immediately called up the surveillance picture of the number 5 carriage, but found that the surveillance had already turned into a snowflake. In order to avoid causing panic, the conductor asked the crew to keep the matter confidential and quickly turned off the distribution box. Soon after, the train entered a dark tunnel, and strange things happened one after another. Suddenly, a strange whisper came from all around. At this time, a passenger suddenly felt difficulty breathing, pinched his neck with both hands, and his face turned purple. Before the other passengers could react, the man fell straight to the ground. Then the other passengers in the carriage also became abnormal, one after another. One of them even kept muttering strange words that were incomprehensible. This scene was seen by a photographer, who hurriedly raised his camera to record it. However, just as the camera was aimed at the top of the carriage, a hideous evil spirit suddenly appeared on the ceiling. The two just looked at each other, and the photographer's face began to twist and deform violently. At this time, a girl in carriage number 3 happened to witness the terrible scene happening in carriage number 4. Before she could react, carriage number 4 suddenly separated from the train. The girl screamed in fear, attracting the attention of other passengers. When everyone came to check, they found that carriage number 4 had also mysteriously disappeared.